So good morning everyone. So time for a new video. So in the last video me and Ben got the plastering done. As you can see we still have this wet patch here. Now I knew that was going to happen because the bags and the staircase are wet from the leak. It's going to take a long time to dry out, but it is drying out. That damp spot used to extend all the way over there and it's shrinking every day, but yeah, if winter comes and I haven't got the top sorted out, that damp patch is going to spread again. So that's what I'm doing now, sorting out the top floor. Oh, how good does that look on camera? Just looks so good, doesn't it? What a view. Well, if I wasn't in it maybe. But anyway, so yeah, that's the plan, is to get the top workshop's floor sorted so it channels the water into the drains where it's supposed to. That's what we're going to do. Right, so we're up on the top floor. That's the back wall that's been covered up for the whole winter. I've removed a lot of the stuff that's holding all the tarps down. We can see where the water was getting in. This corner's a little bit lower than the rest, and there's water trickling down there, and down in this low spot here I've just put a bit of stone here, but down in this low spot here it's been running off as it rains, collects on this area. Because that's a low spot, it's just been going down there and running down the back wall. And although the majority of the water is getting down into the drains where it's supposed to, obviously somewhere along the line it's just sucking up a bit of damp. So we just need to get the water directed away from this corner and over to here where it can go into the drainage. So that's the job. Right, I've got the first layer of stone down. That's just gonna bring the level up, right? Then I'm going to put a liner on top of this just so I know moisture can't get back here again. I don't really want to put that under there, but if I don't get around to concreting this floor, it's going to really help, because obviously this stone isn't exactly waterproof. So yeah. Anyway, first thing I need to do is figure out, make sure I've actually got my levels right. So the thing I use for that is this, and I thought I'd just go over it quickly because there's been some confusion about how it works from a few people who asked in the comments how it works when I did hydro and when I've used it other times. It's very simple and really accurate too. It's for a job like this it's perfect. I mean, if you were building a skyscraper you wouldn't use it, but you know, if you want to get within 20 or 30 millimeters, it's really accurate. With this I managed to do the entire hydroelectric, which is 220 meters, and I was within about 150 to 200 millimeters. Accuracy over 200 and something meters. So over this distance, 20 or 30 millimeters accuracy is easily done. So right, the way it works is just you have two sticks, one with markers on it of measurements, and one with a tube of water, with a tube filled with water with some kind of a dye in it. Now the two sticks, make sure they're next to each other on a level ground. The water line wants to line up with your baseline measurement. If it does, they're calibrated. So those two sticks are now calibrated when they're at the same level. Now if we move this stick to somewhere else, so this stick over here now is now higher, what we do, you line up this stick and you get your eye in line with the first bit of water. Bear in mind that this water will always self-level, and you get your eye in line with it and you sight down it like a gun, and as you sight down it, the two bits will line up, the two levels of water, you'll get them to line up to each other. So if your eye is too low, you know, you bring your eye up and you'll get those two levels to line up with each other, and once they're lined up you then look past that, just like you do with a gun. You look past that and then you can see exactly where it lands on the marker. I'll try and show you on the camera. Okay, so we see the two water levels there, the two different levels, and we see the marker in the distance. So we line up like that, and then we move, I'm moving the camera up and down there because the camera's my eye in this, until we line the two up, and then we bring it over so it lines up with our scale, and you can see that the scale is showing it's just a little bit higher, and it is, because I just put it on a little mound. You can see that? So you can sight down it, so as long as you can see the thing in the distance, where is it, about there somewhere, it's hard to do on camera, but you can see, yeah, that's how it works. Alright, I thought I'd cover that. Right, let's figure out where is high, where is low, and then let's get this done. Okay, good morning everyone. It rained really hard last night, which is good because we can see where the water is and it will help compact. But we need to raise it up here more. You see water's settling, actually flowing backwards down the exact place that we don't want it. So yeah, need to build it up some more so it flows a bit that way. So yeah, I'm just going to get some more stone and just fill up this bit again. Put another layer on there and then we'll roll it again, compact it as it gets rained on, and just keep adding more layers until it's flowing right. Just keep compacting it and just keep on adding until we get the water going where we want it to go. Morning everyone, bit of a miserable day today, a bit wet and rainy, not too bad, just sort of damp. So I've gone out this morning and rented a plate compactor, a tamper, and I'm going to compact all the stone on the floor. I was going to just roll it back and forward the traction in the van. I did do that for some of it, but it's can't get into the corners, so rented a plate compactor, wasn't very much. So we'll go over and compact it today, but hopefully the rain holds off a bit. Come on, we're meant to be working. We're supposed to be working, girl. You're just going to watch, is it? Before everyone starts me for not wearing ear protection, I am. They're just earbuds. Good morning everyone. So for the last, it's literally been about a year, I've been thinking about what to do for the floor in the top workshop, trying to figure out ways that I can make it basically not concrete, and every solution other than concrete just had a lot of drawbacks and was going to reduce the functionality of the workshop. So I've decided to concrete it. It wasn't a decision taken lightly at all. The environmental impact is small comparative to the use that I'm going to get out of it. So we're going to concrete it, and it wouldn't be the case for, say, a house or something. You don't need a concrete in a house. You know, you can get by building houses no problem without concrete, but for a workshop with a car lift, heavy lathe, milling machine, foundation for the frame in the middle, concrete's really the only option. So that's what we're going to do. So that's why I'm getting all the rebar and everything sorted out, and I'm going to get the drainage in as well today. So on the front here, along the front, we have a drain that sits in, so directs water that flows down here. Yeah, let's get her set up and we'll get mixing. Right, we're at the front of the workshop here. So this is the entranceway drain. It goes down and all round and off down into the woods. I got these drainage channels for free. Dot's parents had them from a leftover project. I didn't have the end cap or anything for it, so I've just cut a little piece out, some scrap plastic I had lying around, and that fits over there. Right then, that's the channel in that will just take the way water. If a lot of water comes down here, if it's just a small amount, it will trickle round and won't find its way, but if there's a big flood, it will find its way into there and down the drain. So that's good, and that now acts as the shuttering for the concrete floor in the inside of the workshop. I've checked the flow and it flows the right way. So yeah, I did all that with a pulled back. Quite the job. Hey everyone, so it's about a week's past, my back's all better, and just going around now fitting this reinforcement mesh. I've got these plastic standoff things, so it's a bit windy today. Yeah, I've got these plastic standoff things that are helping to raise the rebar off the floor. So I'm just going around fitting all that now. The water is draining away where I want it to, which is good. Just a slight angle down that way is what we want. I'm going to get all the preparations done this week, and then next week we're going to pour the slab. So I'm just going to carry on fitting this mesh. Hey everyone, so I've been really worrying about doing this concrete floor. Never done it before, don't really know what I'm doing, but I can tell straight away just by watching a few YouTube videos and just thinking about the process in my mind is that preparation is going to be everything with this. The lorry's not going to be able to get that close, and there's quite a bit going down. It's about 16 tons of concrete or something like that, so it's a lot of weight, and to get it to that back side, you know, we're going to have to move it. I should have 3 people working with me doing it, but you know, moving that amount of concrete from one end to the other, just trying to sweep it and push it with all rebar and everything in the way, I don't know, it's just been making me nervous. So I've gone out. It's not really my style, all this really, concrete and plywood and everything, but it's just the best thing for the job, for this particular job. Hopefully we'll get back to more pleasing materials soon. But I've been out and got plywood, cheapest plywood, and I'm going to make chutes that we can install to get the concrete where we want it to go. And after that I'll reuse this I've got various ideas actually. The first one is to cover up the stairs for the winter, but it'll get reused. Right, got 4 chutes made up, didn't take long. Plywood, really easy to work with. And yeah, so that's nearly 10 metres of chutes now, so that's going to make things a lot easier. And for a small cost, the sheet's about 12 quid each or something. So yeah, not too bad. Morning everyone, so I'm a bit stressed out. It's really hot, humid and stormy. Supposed to be pouring this concrete tomorrow. I've got help organised, all booked and everything, but it's just looking like it's going to chuck it down. But it, you know, one weather site says it is, one weather site says it isn't. I don't know whether to take a gamble. I'm not much of a gambler, but the forecast's so bad and so changeable for the coming future. Not doing it tomorrow is also a gamble, because you know, there's no telling when the weather's going to be good at the moment. So yeah, I just don't know what to do. I'm going to prepare as if I'm going to go ahead with it, leave it till the last minute. If I've got to call it off, I have to call it off. But I'm just getting these chutes set up. Oh dear, hot. Right, I've got a chute set up. I have no idea if, you know, that's enough of an angle. I think it's going to need some persuasion to get down that. Seems like a shallow angle, but I can't really make it much more than that. So it's definitely going to help get the concrete where we want it, that's for sure. Yeah. Right, God, I'm so hot today, it's unbelievable. The humidity. Just doing final preparations. I'm banging this, decided to go ahead with the pour, just going to do it. This rebar's going through this log all the way into the floor slab. I don't think it needs it, but I've got a bit of time this evening, so I'm just going to add it in. So yeah, there we go. Little curved bit of bar, no big deal. Perfect, I can fill that in with some epoxy if I wanted. Right, through the wall, bit of a bend in it, tucked under a bit of rebar, and concrete it over. That won't go anywhere. Right, me and the boys have just done the concrete pour. I can honestly say it's the hottest I've ever been. It is unbelievable. It's 30 degrees and 95% humidity. We've all nearly passed out, 3 of us. I just had to stop. I thought I was going to be sick and pass out. It is so hot. We've just moved 9 cubic meters of concrete. Yeah, the boys are just leveling it off, screening it out. I couldn't get any footage. It was just too hectic, too hot. Oh dearie me. Right, we got it all down. 9 cubic meters. It's not the best finish on it, but we're working on that still a little bit. But it's just so hot, and it's going off too quick. But if it's like that, I'll be happy with it. 3 of us in this heat, that was just too much. But it's done. I'm pleased. Right, so this has had a few days now to set, and it's been rained on a few times, so the set's going nice and slowly, which is really good. I was completely out of my depth doing this. I had 2 friends helping, but only one of them was really experienced with finishing concrete, and we just didn't have enough time to get, you know, a really good finish on it. And I had no time at all to record, because if I'd have, I'm glad I didn't record. I'm gutted I didn't, but I'm glad I didn't, because if I had, we would have had footsteps all around here, because it was going hard. We were walking on top of it, and we hadn't even got finished here, so it was close. We almost didn't get it down in time, but we did, and that's what matters. And it's ready now for the spring, when I can start finishing this workshop. It's not going to be long now. That is a big bulk of the work, doing that, because that's foundation for the frame that goes in the middle. So yeah, really pleased. Sorry I didn't get much footage. It's just the way it goes. I had to take priority of actually doing the thing rather than the video. Okay, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.